Onubialera akụkọ dị ebube. Unu ahụla akụkọ dị ebube. Akụkọ dị ebube ka Jehova rụrụ n'Enugu. Lelee akụkọ dị ebube. Akụkọ dị ebube. Akụkọ dị ebube ka Jehova rụrụ n'Enugu. The God of Zion has accomplished a lot in Enugu program. It was so marvelous, so wonderful. Behold, the tremendous, wonderful testimonies that backed up Enugu program. Lo and behold, Enugu program is backed up with signs and wonders. Power-packed signs and wonders. Program that took place in Enugu. You can't avoid it. You cannot say you are out of it. You cannot say you wouldn't come. Even though people were people tried to discourage people from coming. But lo and behold, the wonderful mass turnout. Millions, people turned out in millions to Enugu. You can imagine. Foreigners came from abroad to attend to Enugu program. But what is the turnout? You can imagine. The turnout became tremendous. And here comes the envy of people, the envy of who I don't want to mention. The envy of those who I don't want to mention their name. Why will you oppose Zion program? Why will you be an opposition against God's blessing, against God's general? Zion is a household name. Zion is a household name. You can't, anahabaya draw. A try, give me raw. You will break your head and break your necks and break your legs if you try to oppose the God of Zion. Zion is a movement. Zion is a train, a moving train. It is also. If it is crayfish. A moving train. If you try to block a moving train, he will crush you. The train will crush you and grind you to powder. That's what Zion movement is all about. Zion is a movement, a moving train. But I have one thing to say. For those who are standing against Zion or who stood against the program, the crusade in Enugu, what will you gain? What will you gain? For those one-man squad, one person, two persons who stood up against Zion crusade. It's a movement. Zion came in the name of Jehovah. In the name of God, why will you oppose it? For those who went to higher level to stop the crusade, to stop our daddy from appearing in Enugu program, what have you gained? What will you gain? Zion is the train movement. Zion is the movement of God. You can't stop God's agenda. No man can stop God's agenda. Zion is God's agenda. Born and bred by God himself. Born and bred by God himself. No man can stop it. For those who think they can stop God's program, you can't stop it. You cannot stop it. No matter where your level reach, no matter who you are, no matter what influencing occupation you have occupied as an influencer, whether government, whether religion, whether religious, whether government, whoever you may be, you cannot stop God's agenda. But as many as those who has plotted towards this against Zion movement in Enugu, you will give account. All of you. God requires an account from you. God must require an account from you, from A to Z. When the judgment will come, nobody can escape it. No matter who you are, whether religious, whether governmental, whether public, whether private, whoever that opposes God, whoever that are applied to oppose God in this program, in the ENUGU program, you will give account. A day is coming, a day of reckoning. You will give account. You will give account. Certainly you will give account. God's grace cannot be stopped. God's agenda cannot be blocked. No man stops God's program. No man stands against a moving train, or else the train will grind you to powder. I am giving a warning for those of them who thinks that they have influence everywhere. But lo and behold, God's influence, God's grace supersedes every other man's influence. God's influence, Zionic influence, supersedes every other man's influence and man's agenda. Zion is a movement, and it's a moving train. In or choose, it will grind into powder. Zion, we move. Zion, we fly. Zion, we move.